Guys read up on biscuits and gravy?
Nope. I just looked at the cute pictures.
Yeah.
I had biscuits and gravy for breakfast.
Yeah. Did you? Was it like meowing first, like little meow, meow? Because I know sometimes you don't pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth.
Came out of a can.
Yeah.
I mean, pussy's pussy, right?
Anyway, so this two-faced fucking cat, that sounds like I'm dissing it, but this two-faced cat, where was it? I don't have it in front of me. What's Philadelphia or some shit?
Oh, that link. I didn't know what the fuck you're talking about, biscuits and gravy. Is that the name of the
cat?
Oh.
Wasn't it Pittsburgh?
I didn't click on it. If you've seen one two-faced cat, you've seen them all.
Yeah. I forget where it was. But anyway, so it was in Pittsburgh, and it's some sort of weird mutation. It was a twin that didn't fully separate, or maybe it was just a twin face. I don't know. God works in mysterious ways.
Sure does. I tried to tell you.
Anyway, so this is the Higher Minds podcast. How we doing?
I'm Katie. I don't know.
I'm Papa Darby.
And I'm back, motherfuckers.
What up, Scott? How are you? Negro?
I'm all right. The whitest person on the show.
No, actually, the black guy is the whitest person on the show.
Facts.
That's why I'm not going to vote for Biden. That's actually not true. I'm totally going to vote for Biden, but I'm not going to be happy doing it.
Orange man bad, right?
What?
All bad.
Orange man bad, right?
Yeah, he's worse.
Is he?
Yes. But not much. Just a hair. Just a fucking cunt hair. Like, goddamn, why did the DNC have to hand to somebody else? Like, that's not who we wanted.
It's sad that that's the best guy they could come up with.
It's the guy who plays ball the hardest, is what it is. The guy's the most.
Is he playing hard?
Yeah. No,
he doesn't even know what the fuck game he's playing.
No.
I mean, it works for the fucking Republicans. Anyway,
I'm by no means a Trump fan, but Biden?
No, Biden sucks too.
He just smells a lot of kids, you know.
Well, and women. Does he smell men? I haven't seen him smell men.
I haven't seen him sniffing guys.
I think he's into little girls.
I was trying to defend some of his actions online, and you can to an extent. You can. He's a grandfather. He's a little fucking weird. Okay, just a little bit. But I did see a picture that I could not defend of him sucking his granddaughter's lip, and that
yeah,
that's fucking weird.
Me.
Oof.
I can't do that. I can't defend that.
But on the other hand, my brother and 2 cousins have babies, and I've never seen my grandpa sniff any of them. So
no. Their grandfather sniffed them. That's what grandfathers do. They just do.
But
you got sniffed by your grandfather too. Yes, you did.
There's a short season of head sniffing that's acceptable because it's Johnson & Johnson or Baby Magic, and so it's like a whole thing. But only like the first 6 weeks, and that's limited people.
No. Year. Come on. It's you still hug the kid. They still can't talk much. I mean, you pick him up, you hug him, you sniff him a little bit, and then you put him down. But you don't sniff another person's kid. Or you're somebody else's grandkid. You don't do that. That's fucking weird. And you don't suck anybody's lip but your significant other. Don't fucking do that. I'm a little about that shit.
You hide it well.
But you're going to vote for him anyways, right?
Yeah. So fucking politics. Lately I've been hearing about Marianne.
Wait, hold on. Back up. If you vote for Biden, does that make you all the way black then? Or are you still only
No,
half
I'm
black?
still. Have you heard me?
Because if you don't vote for him, you get the full-on white card.
Well, I mean, I do in college anyway. No, I'm sorry, that's black. Anyway, so I've been hearing a lot of Marianne Williamson. For those people who listen to our podcast who are politically savvy, you potheads.
Who?
She was a former Democratic candidate who was also a former. She's an author, and she was a former spiritual advisor to Oprah. She's a little weird.
That sounds like somebody that Democrats would try to get behind.
Like her doctor friend.
Like her doctor friend.
Oprah's doctor friend. Over in like Africa.
I don't know much about Oprah. I just know a lot about politics.
Oh, I'll send it to you. It's an interesting read.
Oh, is it?
It's the best I got for you right now.
Okay. Anyway, so I've been hearing a lot about her lately, and I just kind of want to say that this is not an endorsement of her, but since we're about to talk about some floofy shit, do you want to announce that floofy shit right now? Should we?
Have we not talked about what floofy shit we're talking about today?
I don't think so.
Do you want to fluff up the floofy shit?
Katie, what's fluffy floofy?
Dump the floofy shit out.
Ooh,
Floofy
I
fluffy?
don't know.
So we are talking about the Zodiac,
Bullshit.
white and otherwise. We are talking about some tarot, and we are going to finish on some Meyers-Briggs.
Woo! The crowd cheers.
All right, so that I just told everybody. All right, so
Yeah.
on to what I was going to say. So, point 1. We know that if we want to survive as a species, we need to evolve. Life simply cannot be sustained with humanity behaving as is. For whatever reason you choose, financially, democratically, ecologically, it feels like humanity is on the verge of falling apart. This epidemic seems to have brought more tangibility to that feeling. Point 2. Humans will no longer physically evolve. Why would we? Medicine effectively makes all people just as fit as any other in a Darwinistic sense. There will not be any other physical human mutation which allows that individual to produce more offspring than his unmutated counterpart, meaning that points 1 and 2 directly contradict. Point 3. Aliens are here. They're fucking here. The last shoe to drop for humanity to accept their existence has. The government has acknowledged that they are here. We've done a couple of shows on them. Go do your research. In that research, you will find that in the few actual alien-human contacts, the human is informed of the point that I made prior, and that we must evolve to survive. But we're not told how to, because that knowledge would undermine the evolution. So, if 1 and 2 are true, what are we supposed to do? How do we evolve when we can't physically evolve? Point 4. We have recently realized that there are infinitely massive universal structures of which we can only describe the same way that a man standing with his eyeball right up against a house can describe that house. We have just become aware that we have an incredibly skewed perspective and have no more information than that. That is because we have only taken physical science seriously. There is more than just the physical universe. That the very fact that you can hear and understand me, and understand that you are hearing me, means that there is more than just the physical. The Westerners call this the spiritual universe. There has been study of the universe, this universe, in recent centuries. Wait, hold on. There has been study of the spiritual, but in recent centuries, dating back to God knows when, it has been incredibly corrupted by men with agendas who are willing to do the worst things to the next guy to get more of these scholars. There may have been a time when it wasn't. I think back to the Gnostics, the people who studied Jesus directly following his death and had a much different opinion of where we were in the spiritual sphere. Thus, we need to evolve our spiritual selves. We should take it seriously and view it with scientific skepticism. For a long time, there has been the opinion that the spiritual and science world were mutually exclusive, to the point of questioning its existence. But again, if you know I'm talking to you, it's self-evident that it's there. So when you combine all these thoughts, you get Marianne Williamson. I think she won't be the right candidate until 3020, but she seems to be trying to skip all the politics and get us to the point where the aliens that we know are here and can and will the aliens that we know are here can and will communicate en masse and welcome us into the ranks of a galactic brotherhood, a united federation of planets, if you will, whose continuing mission might be to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. And then you cue the music. That's my intro.
Great job.
Yeah.
Did we ever get into my theory on Gnostic and agnostic?
Yes, we did.
Do you remember that conversation we had?
I thought it was brilliant.
Okay. Did we ever talk about that on this show?
I think we mentioned it. Please continue if you have more to say on the matter.
I was just wondering if we've had that discussion on the show before.
Gnostic, agnostic, they're...
Gnostic means what?
Gnostic is a derivation of Latin for knowledge.
And agnostic, I think my theory on that was it's actually agnostic, as in atypical.
Right, anti-Gnostic, meaning not.
Yeah.
Doesn't have knowledge of.
I don't know. I was really
I thought it was brilliant. No, I liked it. It was great.
Thought that one up one time.
Anyway. Katie.
Hi.
What up, yo?
Oh, just hanging out. Spent the
I heard you
day
got some cards.
I did.
I cut you off totally. I'm sorry. You
I
spent the day
know,
what?
Rude as fuck. Day drinking with my friend Jazzy.
Oh, nice.
So-
Oh, the one with the cabinet.
Yes.
So Scott isn't privy. If you don't pay attention to our Instagram, I pictured of a
Yeah, I don't.
cabinet that was like warped, so it was bending, and I named it Jazzy Cabinet, and then she tagged her friend Jazzy, who loved the cabinet too. It's dead now. It's gone. It's no longer Jazzy.
Okay. Yeah, I don't pay attention to our
Shame on you.
Instagram. I barely pay
Yeah.
attention to our Facebook.
Dang, man.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Are you feeling better?
Damn,
Are you
homie.
feeling better? Your butt's all healed and everything?
Yeah, how's your butt?
I see that you're still laying on your
What kind of
stomach.
shit you
I
making up
guess
about?
that you're still a little sore. So, apparently he doesn't want to.
I'm guessing that you're talking
He's
shit. And
Not.
I'm gonna have to whip your ass. So
He's not comfortable with the fact that he's explored this part of his personality, and that's fine. You don't have to tell everybody how you went and
Not
got
yet.
double stuffed by a couple
Take
of
your
beasts. But
time.
that's fine. We won't talk about it either or tell anybody.
Whoop.
Yeah, I know you don't. I know
I
you
got
don't.
no idea what you're
Wink,
talking
wink.
about. So have fun with that.
Anyway, I'm glad you're back. Glad things worked out for you.
Sure.
Welcome.
I don't know what the fuck I'm agreeing to. So sure.
Katie, yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's up? You were on deck.
I am on deck. Well, when you brought up the episode idea, I was also high and thought, oh, it'd be funny to get a deck and pull cards. And then I went to go get said cards, and they had little baby packs of 3 cards. So that seemed perfect. So I grabbed that. And we'll just...
What kind of cards are you talking about?
Oh,
The
tarot
listeners.
cards. I thought you said in the beginning of the show.
We did, but still, I was a little confused too.
Yes. I got you. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, I brought up this topic about astrology versus the Meyers-Briggs deal and all this shit, and you went straight to I can do a reading, and Darby said about I used to have a deck of tarot cards, and I felt like I needed to specify that we were going to shit all over this, and you
Well,
guys were all
listen,
about
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm not saying I'm all about it, but I'm not saying I'm going to sit here and shit on it.
So the
all,
thing
you know
about
what I mean?
tarot itself
I'm not ready
is
for
that
that.
it was used as a Rorschach test before Rorschach was invented. So I mean, it does have some. Yeah, before he was alive, there was tarot cards. But they're the cards themselves.
Did they wear masks too?
Yes.
Yes.
They were.
Were they like little luchador
They
cards?
were sweet. They wrestled.
That'd be sweet.
You folded them up and played football, which is
Doing
weird
all
because
kinds
they
of
were
cool fucking
luchador.
Is that just you being racist against Mexicans?
Yeah.
That's all they do
And
is
run real
lucha and
fast.
soccer.
And work really hard.
What was I saying? Oh, so anyway, but to the greater population, when tarot and mysticism was taken as a form of therapy, it did serve that purpose in kind of provided self-fulfilling prophecies that people would react to in their normal lives.
Fuck. I should have dug into Houdini.
It's the same. It's the
and
same
him
thing,
shitting on
but
mystics and shit back in the day too. But that.
I mean,
just now
it's the same
remembered it, so
idea, but
that won't be happening on this episode.
It can be used to, screw people. It can be used to help people, and it can be used to, fool people or magic. But it does have an actual real world effect.
I don't know. I've never actually had like a card reading. I just recently have friends who are a little more into it, and so I'm just exposed to it more. And it's some of like the yoga stuff we go to. They do this style where you like just draw a card, and it's more like, it feels more like a fortune cookie because they're always just like a little thing that makes you feel nice, and doesn't really mean like it's reading I don't feel like my path is chosen.
Yeah, well, and that's the Rorschach aspect.
You know what I mean?
You see in it what you want to see, and then you impose that idea into your
Right.
own life, which causes an effect.
Or not.
So,
Facts.
okay,
So,
what are they?
I got 3 cards here. Well, do you want to each pick one? Like, do you want me to like pick a person
do
and
Scott
read it and
first.
see how it like fits for him? Okay. All right.
Sure.
You are gonna be the 9 of Wands. Now,
No.
I'm not.
It's whatever comes up.
Why do you get to pick it?
Well,
I don't get to pick it.
No. Sure is. I picked it. This is what I was led to for you, with you in mind.
They're trying
I'm
to
not
fool
a
you.
fucking magician,
Katie's telling you the
bro.
truth here.
Yeah, these are facts. Once I read it, it's facts. Okay, so challenges abound. A minor setback may impede an ongoing project. If you proceed carefully, it can be successfully negotiated. You need to tap into your own inner strength. Bring up that last reserve of power to muscle through. It's time for the final push. Fight to the finish. Don't give up.
Yay!
That is your
Encouragement.
card.
9 swords.
Boom.
It's ironic.
Did it make you feel good? Does
Sure.
it apply to anything going on to you?
I mean, I had a lot of pizza yesterday, which is a lot of cheese. So it was kind of hard to take my pre-show shit.
The mine.
So is that what
Maybe that's the
final
minor
push is
setback.
all
Well,
about?
also, if we're really
I need to.
going
get
to
my
analyze
inner
this in
strength.
the
Don't give up.
activities of the past few weeks, the sword is a phallic object, and you have been hurt. You are, in fact, laying on your stomach. That we're not talking about. 9 of them.
By
That's
9
either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 9.
wands.
Around.
I don't know which is worse. We
no
think
idea.
it's so
Fuck.
funny.
So 9 of wands is
Yeah.
about beast sex.
All right,
Okay.
who's next? You, me?
All right.
All right, so I'll do yours next.
Eddie Hall.
Like Eddie Hall,
Oh, no, beast as in
What?
Bell and.
the Beast.
You want
Eddie
to
Hall.
Yeah, you
Bell
might
Beast.
have amnesia from your recent experience, but remember when you
Beauty and
went
the
on the
Beast
research trip to find out what beast penis looked like, and so you went to that furry convention that you didn't happen, that we didn't talk about at all, that you don't know about.
Shoulda listened. Okay, next card. Temperance. Your card is Temperance. What energies in your life require changing? Who is trying to throw you off balance? While you can go with the flow, please examine what needs to be altered. Don't answer one way or the other just yet. Temperate responses change critics to collaborators. Keep calm and think before answering. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry, yes, I thought it was going to happen. I'm like, oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Or am I going to sneeze or what?
Without sneezing.
That is interesting. Actually, I had an interesting day to which that applies, which
That
I am
is.
totally what's the word? Imposing my worldview on. What's the word I'm thinking of? I'll think of it. All right, go ahead. Do yours.
Okay.
You're falling for bullshit. That's what you're thinking.
9 of Pentacles. You've worked hard and accomplished a great deal, so it's time to take a well-deserved break and enjoy some leisure time. You have an appreciation for the finer things in life. Facts. Immerse yourself in fine arts and natural beauty. Visit a gallery or a
that's
garden and spread
inspirational.
your wings and try new things.
Yes. Yes.
I think
especially
they were
the swords.
all
They didn't fit
very
too well, but
fitting,
yeah.
and I like that. That one was exceptionally perfect. But I swear to God, I didn't.
Magic. Is this your card, sir? Yes, it is.
You didn't let me pick my own card, so I'm calling bullshit on it.
Anyway, so from tarot comes Zodiac, or vice versa, or not related. I'm really sure not how they're related, but they're related somewhere. Yeah. So, and you're going to tell us about
In cartoons and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the people who believe in the Zodiac usually believe in
Right, it
tarot
all kinda
cards
goes
and vice
together.
versa, so
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, so what month are you
Okay,
starting
so
on?
you want me
Because
to start in here.
are you going to start with January?
I'd like you to hold the camera on your face, but yeah, you can start reading too.
Well, I did Aquarius because
Give
it
me
was.
dates
I didn't want
because
to lump December
mine
into
are-
the beginning. So
Go
I
ahead.
did Aquarius then on January.
Okay, the way that they listed in the
January
black
January
on the
20th to
black
February
version
18th.
side is no.
That's
It
the-
starts with as in evil. So it starts in March. So to give a little description, Katie's going to read the description, the list and the description of the standard Zodiac, the one that everybody knows and loves. But except for Scott. Scott hates it. So but also there's the flip side to that, which this website, which I should cite, Amino Apps, I don't know, whatever. They say, I don't know whether it's true or not, because whatever, this is interesting. That along with the standard zodiac signs, which usually focus on the positive aspects of a person's personality, these are the flip side and focuses on the negative aspects of those same zodiac characteristics. I first heard about the Black Zodiac from the movie 13 Ghosts. The 13 ghosts are in that, according to that movie, are the different signs of the Zodiac, which I did not include into this because that's actually not the way it works. And the way that this list makes more sense for an actual Zodiac sign than those. And you'll see why. Yeah, good stuff. No, you start, and I'll just follow along.
So said all that to say, what did you start with? Which one are you starting with, or do you want me to start with? Okay. So I started with Aquarius, which is January 20th to February 18th. And their personality, I went more that route. the strengths and weaknesses. They're progressive, original, independent, and their weaknesses are they run from emotional expression. They're temperamental, aloof, and uncompromising. So,
I'm not an Aquarius, and like 5 of those line
I
up
mean,
with me,
there's probably a
so.
little bit of all of us in everything, but it's how you look at it. What are you again? Tell me what you are so I can have it in the back of my head. A Leo.
I'm a Leo.
I think my dad is. Okay, anyways. So, does yours go with that, or do I just keep going and you jump in where yours fit in?
So, the beast Aquarius. Aquarius is considered the master of demons. These people are very evil and will never let you go ahead of them. These people are emotionless and will try their best to hurt their opponents. However, they are very straightforward, which they consider as their strength. You can also call this as their negative strength. Aquarius can sometimes be quite quick to judge others. This is mostly because they believe themselves to be very smart and logical. Moreover, they love to offer advice to others, even if it is not required. At times, you might find them a little stupid and brainless too. That one wasn't too bad. Some of them get pretty dark though. So go people born in the beginning of the year. I guess you guys are nice. There's some shit.
Some shit.
I don't know.
So next is Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. This is mine. Compassionate, artistic, musical, intuitive, gentle, and wise. And then the weaknesses would be fearful, over trusting, desire to escape reality. That seems pretty spot on. And sad, which doesn't really seem like me, but I definitely like to escape reality. But who doesn't?
So that was, what was it? February
19th to March 20th.
So February 19th to March 20th is called the Sword Pisces. The sword is a symbol of glory and victory. These people believe in success and failure, words included in their dictionary. These people are very sensible and try to gain profit from every bit of thing. You can call them selfish or self-centered, as they are more into their own little world. This nature sometimes proves going against them, as people differ in their opinions. These people are always try to pull you down by portraying your bad image. This can be considered as their strength, but sometimes it also shows your dark side and displays your real personality. You have to be mentally very strong while making friends with a Pisces.
Ooh. Ouch. So, gosh. That doesn't, I mean,
Yeah.
Some of it feels like me, but some of it doesn't. I relate with a lot of them. Like I see, but anything I see, it says like, oh, enthusiastic, that's me. Like they all say such general things. So, yeah. I mean, the more you dig, like they get very specific, but then it just gets creepy,
Yeah,
and
they're
I don't
broad
know how I
enough
feel
that
about it, so I stop.
anybody can agree with some of it.
So
what's after Sword Pisces? What's after Pisces?
It is Aries, March 21st to April 19th. They are characterized as courageous, determined, confident, optimistic, honest, but they are impatient and moody and short-tempered and aggressive. So, I mean, I don't know, yeah. You're not passionate about anything?
I mean, like, all of the negatives on that one, but none of the positives.
In the black Zodiac, the tyrant Aries never gets satisfied with anything. The world is not enough for them, as they always want more. They find happiness by making others suffer and can do anything to satisfy their greed. However, it's a good way to keep yourself motivated, but harming others for your craving shows your evil side. As you said, the Aries are very impulsive and impatient when it comes to making decisions. At times, they act very immaturely. If someone else comes with an idea, they tend to show little interest, even if that person is close to them. They will do what they want to do, either you like it or not.
Awesome. So next, Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Reliable,
420. Yeah.
I knew I was gonna do it. I was like, don't be that loud. So I'm glad you did. Reliable.
So let's just say that Hitler was a Taurus.
Let's just. Reliable, patient, practical, devoted, responsible, stable, but possessive, uncompromising, and stubborn.
That sounds like Hitler.
Uncompromising sure does.
So, the fallen demon Taurus. Your past follows you everywhere you go. Maybe in your past life, you might have faced good and bad times. However, you only seem to recall the bad ones, which might be the reason that failures haunt you every day. Even if Taurus tries to do something good, it turns out worse for them. All these failures and bad times teach you a lesson to make yourself strong. However, Black Zodiac suits best for the people falling under the Zodiac sign of Taurus. Taurus is quite materialistic and possessive, who is not interested in sharing things and is more into themselves. These people just want to invest in superficial things, and that is the main reason they are facing failures in their life.
Oof. Brutal to hear about your faults.
Is that
no,
you?
No, not at all. I was Pisces. Oh. But like, it still sucks to hear what like if these are like real for people, like that would just suck to hear about yourself.
That's why it's not as popular.
Yeah, I guess.
That's why they made a horror movie out of it.
That's why it's in the Sunday paper, I guess. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. Gentle and affectionate, curious, a quick learner, and adaptable, but then they're nervous, inconsistent, and indecisive. That kind of sucks.
So, the Hydra Gemini. The Hydra or Basilisk denotes fear. You don't want to show your bad side, but situations force you to be cruel and bad sometimes. Black Zodiac suits best for these people because they can be very dangerous. All they need is provocation. Moreover, they will make you realize what real enmity means. Geminis have a different personality, and if you don't know what enmity means, ask a Gemini, I guess. That's what he says. Because they really know what it means. Anyway, Geminis have different personalities, and it's very difficult to judge such a person. At times, they will behave like everything is normal, and within a second, you might see their other face. Be clear regarding your thoughts while talking to a Gemini.
Wasn't that the roller coaster at Jogga Lake, the Gemini?
Yeah, there was one there.
Yeah. Jogga Lake. I haven't thought about
that.
that.
No, that wasn't Jogga Lake. Wow. That was Cedar Point.
Well, Cedar Point.
Oh, Cedar Point.
That was Cedar Point.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The double loop was in
Jogga
Jogga Lake. I know.
Yeah. Was it Corkscrew Jogga Lake?
Corkscrew. Double loop.
They had the double loop.
Which, when it was built, was like the biggest coaster in the world.
Yeah, the Big Dipper.
That thing shook you the fuck around. It hurt. It
like,
did.
I'm glad it's not there as an adult. Like,
didn't people get sucked into the wave pool?
No, they had it was a wave pool. They had a bunch of people drown there. It was like 1 a year or some shit.
Crazy. Yeah.
I used to play in it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Loved
it was so close. We went all the time. That's crazy. All right. Cancer is next. June 21st to July 22nd. Tenacious, highly imaginative, emotional, sympathetic, but moody, suspicious, manipulative, insecure.
So, according to the Black Zodiac, the serpent Cancer. Serpent means a large snake and is a symbol of wisdom and charm. Cancer is very cunning, sharp, and sometimes a bit manipulative too. These people are very smart when it comes to gaining the trust of others or coming in the good books of the people. However, it completely depends on whether you exploit or value that trust. Whether you exploit it or value that trust. Cancer can be seen as very moody people, and their imagination just revolves around themselves. These people can easily manipulate you for their own benefit. They need to be very careful while being with a Cancer, as a snake might bite you.
Oh shit! Can you hear that?
Yeah. What is that?
No, my cat's meowing right now, and then you did that, and that's really funny.
Oh.
I'm like, you can hear that?
No.
I'm like, that is so loud.
I was making a snake sound, that's not what a snake sounds. What does the fox say?
I have children.
I know, me too. For a fucking year. God damn. Get the fox. Anyway. What's next?
Right.
Yeah, I've still never heard or seen that video.
I've only heard kids sing it.
mean-
I've never watched the video. Just I know I know everything because
God.
everyone sings it.
Guess what Higher Minds is going to post next?
See, I know all that just from other kids singing it. It's impressive, these children.
Well, and that's not even it. They just made up sounds. It's
Oh.
like, never mind. You'll listen to it this
I
time.
thought that was
Well, maybe.
it. That's funny. Okay. So Leo's next. July 23rd through August 22nd.
Who is, of course, the brother of Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael.
Funny.
Turtle jokes.
Creative, passionate, generous, warm-hearted, cheerful, funny, but arrogant, stubborn, self-centered, lazy, and inflexible.
So I hit the negatives on that one.
I was waiting for you to say something before I started laughing.
So, the War Maiden Leo. War Maiden is a paradox. These people focus on positive things, but through a negative eye, which makes them quite difficult to understand. They accept the reality and brace themselves for the hardships coming across their way. Very few can understand the puzzling and conflicting nature of Leos. Leos want attention, and if they feel ignored, they can create problems for themselves as well as others. These people are very charming and lovable.
I am pretty fucking charming.
However, you need to be very careful while making friends with... Yeah. I mean, those 9 swords loved you. Anyway, however, you need to be very careful while making friends with Leo, as they can use this nature to get their work done. What's it say? With Leo, as they can use this nature to get their work done you in the very smartest way. I don't know what that's trying to say. I think somebody from Dubai tried to write this.
That's racist.
That was racist. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Let's jump into the next one. Virgo, August 23rd through September 22nd. Loyal, kind, hardworking, practical, analytical, but they worry, overcritical, all work, no play, shy. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know anyone that's
Oh,
in that one.
I thought you were. Are you
to
done with the
compare it to.
description? Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was like, did you research it? The Maelstrom Virgo. Maelstrom somewhere refers to being dangerous. Virgo is very judgmental and sometimes a bit harsh too. These people are very dangerous and possessive when it comes to love. Moreover, they become very jealous if someone tries to snatch away the things they love. At times, they might harm you as well. Virgos are quite dramatic and want to do things according to them. However, if things don't go their way, they will try their best to make things more difficult and complex.
Boom. The Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. Diplomatic, gracious, fair-minded, social, but avoids confrontations, kind of has some self-pity issues, carries a grudge, and indecisive. So, September, October. Yep. I don't know anyone in that one either. I keep trying to think of someone to compare it to are
I'm
these on?
sure
I
you
don't
know
really-
somebody in all
Maybe
of
I
these
just don't know that
categories.
many. I don't know maybe people
Yeah.
with birthdays like I should. I am. Oh, thank you, Facebook. It's the only thing I love about you.
So, the Ravenous Libra. Ravenous is always hungry for things and wants to explore new things either in a good or bad way. These people are very energetic and will keep you on your toes all the time. No doubt they will motivate you, but in a very harsh manner. In other words, we can always also say that they are more selfish and want to get their work perfectly done by others. Libras are a quiet workaholic and spend most of their time preparing things. Moreover, these people look at a wider picture rather than wasting time on small things. However, they like to make others happy and will sometimes forget their own values to do this. I've dated a lot of Scorpios.
Scorpio.
Like most of the girls I've dated are Scorpios.
Really?
It's weird.
See, and most ones I've dated have been Libras.
That's Ace.
So.
This is Aces. August, Virgo. That would be. I should have wrote who they were compatible with. Aren't you compatible with certain ones too?
I'm not compatible with
More than
Scorpios. I
others?
just fucking date them.
But you know
so
who you're
mine's a
supposed to
fire
be
sign. I'm supposed to
compatible
be
with?
compatible with water signs.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a yin yang.
Well, it's the balance thing, like the yin and yang thing. I got you. Interesting. All right. So Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Resourceful, brave, passionate, stubborn, a true friend. But they are distrusting and jealous and secretive and violent. Violent?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The poisoned dart Scorpio. The poisoned dart is a patient, precise, and sometimes very deadly. These people are very manipulative and wait for the perfect time to strike. They will carefully listen to you, and if they find things going against them, they will strike hard on you. That sounds hot.
That's
all
what she
over your
said.
face.
So that's why you dated so many.
Yeah. Once they start an
Boom.
argument, you know what's weird that I got a sexual vibe out of when I started reading Scorpio? There's something wrong with me. Anyway,
there is.
once they start an
something
argument,
wrong
they will
with
not listen to you either if you are right. Scorpios can overreact when they are hurt and often have a very bad temper. Don't ever try to argue with them, as it will be a complete waste of time, and just wait for them to calm down. The next one is me.
That sounds exactly like my
yeah.
dad.
Is he a Scorpio?
Yeah. No, his is the first week of October. So maybe, I don't know. All right, so you're the next one.
So hold on a second. I want to show you before we go on. I'll share this picture, and like I said, this is me. But I want to show you the picture of the centaur and tell me if you are as confused as me.
I've never seen a centaur with a horse head.
It's a horse with a horse head with a horse body. What?
He has a human body.
But it's not a horse. It's a centaur.
He had a human arms and chest.
Yeah, it's a
Right?
horse.
Was that the picture?
But its neck
Human
is a
arms
human
and
torso.
chest. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's from a different part.
Have you ever seen the picture of centaur babies?
No.
Because horses can like stand up and run minutes after birth, but human babies are fucking worthless. So they're just all flopping around and shit.
Oh, that's so fucked
And
up.
honestly, I don't think you should be making fun of this horse-faced centaur because it's a
That's
condition.
funny.
Oh, on the topic of worthless babies, shout out to my cousin who had her first baby last week.
Yeah, your horse-headed baby.
You sound like your boy Biden now with your horse-headed. Oh, that was dog-faced.
Nah, I don't think I think it's the same, right?
Oh goodness, that's a lot of laughing. So Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Generous, great sense of humor, idealistic, but promises
Giant penis.
great sense of humor.
Sorry.
I just made myself laugh so hard. Promises more than can deliver. These are getting funnier, but that's in mine. Promises
Nice.
more than can deliver. Very independent. Will say anything. Oh, shit. That's funny. So, you shouldn't have said that because then that was in my head and then I couldn't stop laughing because I'm immature. So, that's your turn. What's your dark side?
All right. The Tempest my dark side. Hold on, let me show you.
That'd be the bright side.
For the listeners, I just turned around. They noticed that I'm
Don't
not
mix
wearing
babies
pants.
have white butts, though.
I mean, if it's not in the sun, like, yeah.
My baby's butts are white as me.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, my ass hasn't seen the sun since I was a little kid, so yeah. The Tempest Sagittarius. Tempest refers to subtle storm, wind, or tornado. It actually says storm, so that's why I fucked it up. I'm not dyslexic here.
Huh?
Or maybe I am and I can't unsee it.
Ooh.
Huh? What'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Huh?
Tempest refers to subtle storm, wind, or tornado. Sagittarius is carefree and wild and doesn't care about anything coming in its way. Nothing is more important than their desires. Moreover, they will not think before saying anything, and this often ends up hurting those who are near to you. Some people may see Sagittarius as rude and offensive sometimes. However, these people are pure-hearted and will say at your mouth rather than backbiting you. Dubai? I mean, so they are also known to be know-it-alls and can be self-righteous. I'm all of that shit. Yeah, but I'm all of a bunch of the shit in here too. So
right. All right, the last one, Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Responsible, discipline, self-control. It would make a good manager, which I thought was a weird throw-in. But they're a know-it-all, unforgiving, condescending, and expects the worst to happen.
So I just agreed with every single one.
You say you're responsible, discipline, know-it-all, unforgiving. You're unforgiving. That sucks.
you should hear his theory on bridges.
Burn them. I remember that from an episode.
If you don't burn your bridges, you have a way to retreat.
Yeah. So, the Leviathan Capricorn. Leviathan is a large aquatic creature, just like a big whale. These people are very difficult to understand and deal with. There's also always some mystery that points towards the dark and the sinister of them. These people will never show you their real side and will keep you in dilemma by mixing up things. Capricorns use others for their own benefit. They can upset their relationships sometimes. Moreover, these people love gossiping and talking negatively about others. You need to be very careful while making friends with the Capricorn, as they might betray you even without letting you know about it. And thus ends the Zodiac.
Sure does. That'd be that. So yeah, it's all. I think it's not to take it to a weird religion level, but it's like reading the Bible. Like we could all three read it the same chapter of a book or the same verse out of the Bible, and it could mean something different to all of us. Just whatever your mindset is. So I don't
Rorschach.
know. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't get into it, and like I have a lot of people who are really into it, and I don't think they're crazy. I'm not saying they're wrong. I just can't get into it enough to want to explore it any further.
I think
she won't, but I will. You're crazy, and you're wrong.
The inventors of these descriptions took a bunch of personality trait fridge magnets and threw them up on a fridge
Right.
and just kind of separated them.
12.
There are 8 of these that I agree matches me as much or more than my own sign. They're so broad that anybody can basically find something they agree with each of them.
Have you ever felt happy or sad or tired or thirsty? Well, you may be.
Right.
Anyway, so tell us more about ourselves, Scott.
Bullshit to slightly less bullshit. The Meyers-Briggs type indicator, MBTI. It's a introspective self-report questionnaire. indicating different psychological preferences in how people perceive the world and make decisions.
So it's introspective, as in you're thinking about yourself, which right off the bat makes you a narcissist. Fuck this shit.
Yay.
The original version of the MBTI were constructed by two Americans, Catherine Cook Briggs and her daughter Isabel Briggs Myers. The MBTI is based on the conceptual theory proposed by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, who had speculated that people experience the world using four principal psychological functions, those being sensation, intuition, feeling, and thinking.
Interesting fact about Carl Jung: even though his last name was Young, he was very old.
That was interesting.
Yes.
I'm going to sleep
And-
better tonight.
Yes. Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Where the fuck was I? Sensation, intuition, feeling, and thinking. And that one of these four functions is dominant for a person most of the time. The four categories are introversion, extroversion, sensing, intuition, thinking, feeling, and judging and perception. Each person is said to have one preferred quality from each category, producing 16 unique types. So, just by entering information in, this is already more accurate than just where the fuck the stars were when you were born. What are you doing?
Audio shit. Go ahead. Continue.
For those that can't see, his headphones are nowhere near his ears anymore. One's like over his eye,
Arr, who's the
and the other
matey
one is
now?
on top of his head.
Arr! No, this side of the headphone was fucking up, so I couldn't. It was, you were like slipping in and out, so I switched sides. So we're good. Audio shit.
Yeah.
Podcaster problems.
So, have you guys taken the Meyers-Briggs test?
A long time ago. Well, maybe not long. It was probably like a couple years ago. It was long.
Yeah, I have. The ex-wife has a degree in psychology, so yeah.
So I first took it like, I don't know, 4 years ago. A friend asked me to do it. He was having all his buddies take the test and recording the results to compare and contrast shit, I guess. I don't know. It's like half an hour to take the test. so
Easily.
I would have had fucking took
Yeah.
it. Since then, I've done it like probably 2 more times over the last few years, and each time I've gotten the same result.
Oh, really?
You see a lot of people bitching about they take it one time and the next time they get something completely different.
Well, I mean, people change.
I think if you go into it clear-minded and everything and are honest about how you
Right.
answer shit, you should get the same thing each time.
I mean, unless your views change.
Well, I was going to say too,
Over-
but there was some that I felt like, even though they were awkwardly specific sometimes, there were some things that I could have went either way on the question, and I feel like it would have completely changed the spectrum. I was like, well, I don't know. So you just have to pick one, and that's what it's going to type you as.
So it's not
I've
supposed.
done it 3 times on at least 2 different websites,
Yeah, the way it's
and I've gotten the same result all 3
built
times.
is supposed to lead you to whatever conclusion you would have already, whether or not you messed up one test or one question or not. So to say that you go either way on one, that's not necessarily going to
It
change
doesn't
a lot.
matter. Oh, okay.
It could, but not necessarily.
Shows what I know.
But the fact that it's consistent with you, I mean, it's pretty robust test, I should say.
Well,
Do you remember what you guys got as your results on that?
like
E something or other.
What year?
ENJT or something like that. Well,
I think I was like ENJI or something. Something I don't really remember.
There's an ENTJ.
yeah,
that must
that
be
sounds
what-
right.
So let me pull up the thing here and we'll see it. ENTJ, or the commander, is someone with an extroverted, intuitive, thinking, and judging personality traits. They are decisive people who love momentum and accomplishment. They gather information to construct their creative visions, but rarely hesitate for long before acting on them. How do you feel that?
I mean, yeah, I do a little bit, yeah, but not like, ooh, that gets me, you know.
How do you feel that compares with your Zodiac sign?
Off the ones I looked at, the Zodiac's definitely way more on than this is.
Okay. Let's see. Some famous ENTJs. Margaret Thatcher. Oscar Schindler. Vladimir Putin. Tony Robbins. And Simon Cowell.
I've never seen those people in the same room at the same time.
Or me.
Just saying.
Was Thatcher still in office when Putin went in? Or did they miss each other?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think Gorbachev was still in when she was in. I think.
So they didn't cross paths then.
Well, no, they would. I mean, Putin was still in like higher levels of government at that point.
Yeah.
So they probably knew each other. In fact, I would say it's likely that they knew each other. He became president eventually.
Right. Multiple times.
It won't stop, actually.
I think I read something not long ago. They just extended how long he could be president.
They changed the rules of like 3 or 4 years ago where he is able to be president for the rest of his life. They separate it, so there's a president and a prime minister. I don't want, not Vladimir, but the prime minister's name is Medvedev.
Both, I think.
Right now, and he's kind of like in Iran, the Shah and the supreme leader. It's just one's a figurehead. Putin's obviously the one in power at this point.
So I have scored INTP 3 times while taking this Briggs-Myers test.
He pees.
I see you pee.
Cup. You cup.
What happened to your microphone for your phone? Because you got real quiet.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's because I switched sides.
Maybe put that close to your head.
That's much better. That better?
That is a little better. Thank you.
Stop.
So INTP is the logician. They are quiet, reserved, and thoughtful. As introverts, they prefer to socialize with small groups of close friends with whom they share common interests and connections. They enjoy thinking about theoretical concepts and tend to value intellect over emotion. INTPs are logical and base decisions on objective information rather than subjective feelings. When analyzing data and making decisions, they are highly logical and objective. Tends to be flexible and good at thinking outside the box. People with this personality type think about the big picture rather than focusing on every little detail. INTPs like to keep their options open and feel limited by structure and planning. That one I pretty much fucking hit on the head.
What who are some famous ones?
Let me pull those up.
I know of one off the top of my head.
Famous INTPs include Charles Darwin, Albert Einstein, Abraham Lincoln, Mary Curie, Larry Page, Jane Austen, Rick Moranis, Carl Gustav Jung. Oh, Carl Jung, the guy who came up with this idea.
Who ironically isn't it? And Lieutenant Commander Data.
Who?
For your second Star Trek reference. Yay! Da 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 da.
What was the first Star Trek reference?
Oh, did you miss it?
Probably. I don't watch that shit.
Did you get it?
I've never seen it.
I am so fucking disappointed in my fucking podcast. Oh my god, I fucking quit. No. It was the whole United Federation boldly go where no man will go before the intro.
Oh yeah,
The whole
I do remember
Marianne
that
would.
now.
It ended in. Jesus Christ.
I didn't realize that was Star Trek, but I do remember you saying that.
That was fucking Star Trek. Generations. Jean-Luc Picard. James T. Kirk. No one else said it.
Captain Malcolm Reynolds.
He was in it, but I don't think he said it. He might have that. That was Deep Space Nine. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. With security officer Odo, who was played by René Aubergenois, who was also the chef in The Little Mermaid. Yay! Da, 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 da.
That reference I got.
The Little Mermaid one.
Yeah. Les poissons.
Funny.
So while researching the, I keep wanting to say Briggs and Stratton, but I know that's not right. What is this? Myers-Briggs. While researching the Myers-Briggs thing, I came across another one called the Big Five, which is like more professionally accepted over the Myers-Briggs thing. And it seems
You and I
like
were talking about it before, and you were. Go ahead.
it seems like it's basically the same thing. It just breaks it down a little bit better. The Myers-Briggs thing is a black and white. You're either introverted or extroverted, and so on. With the Big Five, it shows how far introverted or how far extroverted you lean.
As we discussed, it's more of a spectrum of personality rather than
That was
discrete
before we started
values.
recording. Was when we were talking about the spectrum of the test questions. I went ahead and I took the Big Five deal too. Just the other day.
Spectrum fucking sucks. Fuck Spectrum. Fuck cable companies. Fuck insurance companies. Fuck the government. Please continue.
You got me on the last one.
Yes.
So the test questions seem very similar to the questions on the MBTI. Like I said, the results are just displayed a little bit differently. The Big Five displays how far into each subsection you lean, where the MBTI is just what way you lean, more black and white. I took the Big Five test and compared it to what someone with my MBTI group should place on the Big Five scale, and it matched up pretty well to what the example was. You okay there, Rambo?
Big Five, yeah. What? Talking about personality?
How noisy is that knife we're playing with? Are we going to have all kinds of metallic clinking and rattling in this episode again?
It's quiet.
So that's the Big Five. It's basically the same thing as Myers-Briggs, just more specific, it seems like. But that seems to be much more accepted in like the actual scientific community than what the Myers-Briggs is.
Why? We know.
One of the big things I kept coming across while researching this is people shit on the Myers-Briggs because it was made by two women with no sort of degree or training or anything like that.
Yet it's still widely accepted, not as accepted, but still widely accepted within the psychotherapeutic. I don't know how you say it. That industry, that world of study.
There are some
It's a good
companies that
baseline.
hire people for certain positions based on how the results on.
Yeah,
the
well, and
MBTI.
so then one of the things is though,
if you
is it's manipulatable. Like you can fake
Like-
results.
in Katie's case, she's supposed to be a leader type person due to her MBTI result. So some
Whoa.
companies would push you into more of a managerial position because of that.
Which does happen to me, I think it's more because I'm a hard worker and like just get shit done.
Yeah.
So maybe people just lead by example, but I'm a manager almost everywhere I
So,
go.
but like,
So maybe it's more right than I
and
think.
the reason that so companies have been using personality tests, not necessarily Myers-Briggs, but personality tests for decades now. And one of the reasons that it's well known that CEOs and leaders of companies and stuff are fucking sociopaths are because they can fool these types of personality tests and people that do make those decisions. And so that's another
Right.
And there's no real control for that either. Like, if you're going to try to fool something that is trying to get an honest answer, you're going to fool it, no matter what. There's no foolproof. But that, again, is one criticism of the test.
Yeah, you can answer questions the way that you think you're expected to be answering those questions to get the result to lean it towards the result that you think they're looking for.
And,
but if you take it with a clear mind and are honest about it, I don't see why you wouldn't get accurate results.
And
if you go into it pissed off, you're going to get different results than if you go into it in a good mood or whatever.
People do try to study a way to take tests. Psychologists, psychiatrists, doctors in the field, do try to, or have tried in the past, to make tests that account for intentional falsehood, but there's no way to do it so far, unless you can read somebody's mind.
And a lot of tests will do the same question worded differently
Yes.
2 or 3 times to try to catch you lying about shit. And
But
whatever.
if you're aware of that,
It's a
and if
trap.
you're savvy enough, you will you notice that, you see that, and you answer accordingly, however
Mhm.
you think is best.
Yeah, who are the people that don't?
Yeah.
It's weird.
So anyway, that what you got?
yeah, that wraps up the less bullshit.
Dude, it was
bullshit.
good seeing you, man. Like, glad you're back.
Yeah.
For sure.
How long's it
It's
been?
been,
Like
we
3
had
weeks?
3 episodes without you. So 4.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is week 4.
Yeah.
A whole
You've been
month.
quarantined from your podcast.
That we video chat to record because we're in 3 different
Safety
locations.
first.
Hey, if never mind. I was gonna do a whole mask. If a mask can save you, you can get infected by your podcast. I don't know.
A for effort.
What the fuck is that one woman's name?
Rachel Dolezal.
Shit.
Okay.
Nope.
Aunt Jemima.
Mary Poppins.
It
Nope.
better not be. You can't be thinking that. You
What's wrong
can't.
with Aunt
You
Jemima?
can't say that. That's racist.
You can't
She's all
say
kinds
that.
of sticky goodness.
Oh, you can't hear me, can you? Is that better? Yeah.
That is much
Yes.
better.
I keep on forgetting.
Oops.
Yeah, I can't think of what the fuck that woman's name is. She's some kind of an actress. But she had
Julie
a
Roberts.
nice
Debbie
high
Did
Still
Dallas.
quality
guessing.
hand knitted.
What?
What? Is that how old you are?
What?
I've never actually seen that one.
You can
Our
find
fella.
it. It's not hard.
I know you can. There's newer and better.
Oh, sometimes the classics are
I have
nice,
to
though.
assume with a lot less hair.
You know, sometimes you like a full hedge.
Everything's a mood.
I mean, I'm all for retro movies and shit, but
You
not
know,
those
sometimes
types
I
of
like to
retro
watch
movies.
the old John Holmes films and try to pick out when exactly he got AIDS.
Oh,
my
that was good
gosh.
shit. That was quality.
Yeah.
How much research have you done on this subject?
Oh God! Like, if you don't see me, I'm researching it.
Hours? Bottles of
If
lotion.
I'm not doing this, yeah, lotion, yeah.
You do have
Loves the
very soft
lotion.
hands.
And soft and strong.
And by hands, I mostly just mean the right one.
Yeah.
But
Will say anything.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so Katie's been doing a great job, but Scott, where weren't you listening to us on, or where weren't you communicating us with? This is that transition that's always
we're
very
at
crystal
this point.
smooth.
yeah.
Crystal smooth. That's a saying.
Well, I haven't been listening to you on where I get my podcasts everywhere.
But you could. Yes.
I could have,
Everywhere.
but I wasn't.
I'll make
I figured without me, it wouldn't be nearly as
I make
good,
a special
so.
announcement. I've talked to you a little bit about this, but you don't really know what's going on, so I'll inform you if you want. But so we should be getting on Spotify in the near future. There is some issues with what's there already, but we're working through that, and we are on the right side of it. So Spotify's next.
So
Cool
they
beans.
just gave Rogan like $100 million
Oh
contract.
man.
We ought to be able to get at least like
100 million.
$10 out of this.
Yeah, we could. I could use a cup of coffee from Speedway in the morning.
It'd be really fun to meet for lunch.
Anyway,
You could cover that.
so, and then Katie, where can you talk to us?
On the social medias, Facebook, Instagram. You could send a little email if you were into that. highermindspodcast@gmail.com.
.com. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Expedia.
Expedia.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna fucking plug them now. Expedia.com. Are we allowed to say that? Well, we're not profiting off of this, so yeah, it's fine.
I don't know. No.
Or
Yeah.
we'll cut it out.
You can
That's fine.
go ahead and pay us for that little plug though if you want to. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We really would. It'd be
Literally,
we could
like
get our...
tens of people are gonna hear that plug.
Well,
Don't sell us short.
that's another thing that's cool. Just our numbers keep on climbing every week. It's very cool. It's a trickle, but it's still a very steady, solid upward trend. So we're in the mid 2s to almost 3 now. So as soon as we get heard by that one right person who, I don't know, it'll blow like a whore.
Bada boom.
What's our website, Darby? We haven't gotten to that one yet.
Oh,
Our
jeez.
website is newly updated every week. Higher Minds Podcast at Gmail. No, that's our email. HigherMindsPodcast.com.
Has it been updated? I haven't checked it in a while.
But it is. Yeah, we update it every week.
News to me.
Actually, we're going to start blogs. I'm going to start putting
Bro.
scripts up there.
I still think it's adorable you write scripts.
Oh, fun.
We have a new editor too. His name is Elliot. So yeah, Elliot. Hi, thank you.
Elliot.
Howdy ho.
He's part of the Higher Minds family. Anyway,
The listeners
all right.
can't see us
So
doing the
this has been the Higher Minds
so.
podcast. That's the red rum finger. The Timothy, not Timothy. Jonathan, not Jonathan. What's his fucking name? From
The Shining.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
Just the other day was like the 40th anniversary of that film.
They're great.
Just the other day was the 40th anniversary of The Shining. I put a thing on our
yeah,
Facebook
I
page
saw
about that.
You said that.
Actually,
Yeah.
Did
you
So
reference
you
the
were on
found-
Facebook.
episode?
the somebody had posted the entire goddamn Shining movie, and I shared that to our page. So if you want to watch a 2.5-hour movie on your phone, you could do that if you go to our Facebook page.
Yeah. I highly encourage you to do that. Encourage that you do that.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, do
but
it.
but gently. Don't break anything. All right. Anyway, this has been the Higher Minds podcast, and I am Papa Darby.
And I'm Scott.
Okay.